guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing a hot pink makeup look. So I already started with my skin prep, so I don't have to do that. But I am gonna prime my skin with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer just on the places that I get like big pores. And then we're gonna be starting with my brows. For brows, we're going to be using the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit and the MAC Brow Palette. And I'm going to take my eyebrow brush and I'm going to go in with the MAC palette and start by filling them in on top. And then I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to carve out my eyebrows and prime my eyelids. And then I'm going to go back in with my spoolie and I'm just going to kind of try and blend the color outwards just a little bit. And then for the top of my eyebrow, I just use my finger to kind of blend the color, the concealer I mean, just like up and away. And then I'm just going to go over the concealer on my lids. So now that I finished my eyebrows, I'm going to go in and start my eyeshadow. For this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Ooh La La palette. Start, I'm going to be going in with the color Sandbar, which is this hot pink color, and I'm going to be taking that in my crease. Again, we're still working on a wet base just because that's my preference. Really just packing it on. And I'm just going over it a couple of times to reinforce the color and making sure it's pigmented, like it's kind of all blended the same, it's all the same pink. I'm going to try and pat as much of the pink off of the brush as I can, and then I'm just gonna blend the pink upwards towards my eyebrow. So next I'm gonna be taking the color Poodle, which is this less intense pink color, and I'm gonna be taking that on the same brush, and I'm gonna be kind of just diffusing the color, starting like right on the brow bone and just diffusing the color upwards so it's just a little bit more blended. Next I'm going to be taking the color Trove, which is this color, which is kind of like a more dark, kind of like, I guess, pinky color. And then I'm just going to be taking that directly in the crease just to define the pink, the hot pink, and deepen up the crease color. And we really do want to keep this mainly in the crease. And then I'm probably going to take this color into my outer V just to add a little bit more definition. Now, I think I'm going to go back in with the hot pink color just to kind of add it back because it did get a little bit lost. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the crease, and for that I'm going to use this NYX concealer palette, and I'm just going to take the lightest concealer from it and I'm going to cut my crease. Now that I've cut the crease, I'm going to take a shimmery color. I'm going to go in with this lighter pink shimmery color. It's called Big Sugar. And then I'm just going to put that on the concealer. And now that we have that, I'm just going to take a thin brush. I'm going to go back in with Trove. And I'm going to go over it. Well, I just kind of want to blend it all together a little bit better and make sure that there is that harsh line for the cut crease. So by adding this darker color, it does help define it. Okay. And then I'm just going to take like a fluffy blending brush to kind of wipe away the obvious lines here. And I'm probably going to just take a little bit of Trove again and go over that a little bit. Okay, yeah, so that's the top lid for the eyeshadow look. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my foundation and I'm going to apply it. For foundation I use the Makeup Forever stick. And then I'm going to conceal. And for that I'm just going to take the Shape Tape. I'm going to put it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and my chin. And my teeth as well. Just a little bit. And now I'm going to cream contour. And for that, I'm just going to take my MAC foundation palette. I'm going to use this color. And then again, I just take the Beauty Blender and I blend that out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bake. And with baking, I'm also going to reverse contour. So I'm going to bake underneath my eyes. Okay. I'm just gonna bake my forehead a little bit, my nose, and then for reverse contouring, I'm gonna go underneath here. And then I'm gonna take my MAC mineralized powder and I'm gonna start wiping off that bake. With the mineralized powder too, I'm also just gonna kind of wipe it, we'll pat it on the rest of my face just so it's not greasy. So now I'm gonna wipe away underneath the eyes and over here. And then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in with the Park Ave Princess palette just to go over the contour. I'm gonna go in with the MAC mineralized powder in the color dark just to act as some bronzer. To add some color to the skin. Alright, and then I'm just gonna take a clean brush and just blend it a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do blush. And for blush, I'm gonna take the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the color Dazzled. And I'm gonna use a blush brush and I'm just gonna apply that to the cheeks. I do like to use a lot of blush just because blush, like, I feel like you can never go wrong with. Like, and honestly, for me at least, it just makes me feel a little bit more alive. It makes me feel like I'm not a corpse. Now I'm gonna go in and do lashes. I'm gonna be using KC Glam Shop lashes in the style Jaded. Alright, so now while the when the lashes is still drying, I'm gonna put on mascara. And for mascara, I used the Wander Beauty mascara called Unlashed. Okay, so now that I have mascara on, I'm gonna just do a little bit of drop shadow. And for drop shadow, I'm just gonna be using the same hot pink color and just going underneath my eye. And just making sure that the top and bottom are connected. Okay, so I wasn't recording, so I don't know how long I wasn't recording for. So in the meantime, what I did, some white eyeliner in my inner waterline and some mascara on the bottom lashes. So the lashes, they're like dry enough to put on. For my tweezers, ready. The other one. So while I wait for these to dry a little bit, I'm gonna put on highlighter. So for highlight, I'm gonna be using the Laura Geller highlight in the color Diamond Dust. It's a nice frosty highlight and it has kind of like a pink, like hollow thing to it. I definitely do think that this highlight will just, you know, go along nicely with the rest of the pink look. So build up that pink. Alright, and then I'm gonna take a smaller brush. Still going in with the same highlight. So we're gonna go in for the inner corners of the eyes, I guess. Under the eyebrows. And then I'm gonna try just the fluffy brush again for, you know, we got the Cupid's bow too, my chin, and a little on my forehead. So I'm gonna take the MAC lip liner in the color Soar, and then I'm just gonna fill in my lips a little bit with the lip pencil. A little bit. I say as I fill my whole lips, but that's fine. Alright, the lip liner doesn't really match the lipstick, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, and for lipstick, this is the Too Faced Melted Matte lipstick in the color Bend and Snap. Going back in with my concealer and my concealer brush, I'm just gonna carve out my lips and make sure that there's, you know, they're good. They're not misshapen. Not misshapen. I'm just gonna use my lip liner and just go over some of the places that I went over with a little bit too much with mascara. It's not mascara, concealer. And to finish the look, I'm just gonna go in with the Floss lip gloss and put that right on top. And then I'm just gonna set it all, because I don't have a setting spray. I'm gonna use the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. And that's the finished look. Okay. So I took my hair down and I put on a clean shirt because the other one had makeup all over it. So this is the finished look. Yeah, this is it. I kind of like it. I mean, it's a look I would do all the time. And I do it all the time. But now I'm just kind of showing the process because I like the look and I think it's kind of fun to do. I mean, it's kind of like just like Barbie pink, but I think it's nice. So yeah, I got eyeshadow all over my camera. So yeah, this is my outro.